The English Renaissance, a period spanning from the late 15th to the early 17th century, marked a time of unprecedented cultural upheaval and artistic innovation. This era witnessed a blossoming of literature, art and music, fueled by a renewed interest in classical learning and a burgeoning national pride. It was a time when England, emerging from the shadows of the Middle Ages, began to assert its own cultural identity on the world stage. The seeds of this cultural revolution were sown by a confluence of factors, including the rise of humanism, the rediscovery of classical texts, and the patronage of powerful monarchs like Henry VIII and Elizabeth I. Amid this backdrop of change and transformation, the printing press emerged as a revolutionary force, democratizing knowledge and giving voice to new ideas and perspectives. This invention, coupled with the Reformation's challenge to the authority of the Catholic Church, led to a surge in vernacular literature. The English language, once relegated to the shadows of Latin, was now being used to explore profound theological and philosophical questions, as well as to entertain and delight a growing readership. The printing press, invented by Johannes Gutenberg in the mid-15th century, had a profound impact on the English Renaissance. Before its arrival, books were rare and expensive, painstakingly copied by hand by scribes in monasteries. The printing press made it possible to produce books quickly and cheaply, leading to a surge in literacy and the widespread dissemination of knowledge. This new technology facilitated the translation and publication of classical Greek and Roman texts, making these works accessible to a wider audience. The availability of affordable books had a transformative effect on English society. People from all walks of life, not just the clergy and the aristocracy, now had access to knowledge and ideas that were previously beyond their reach. This newfound literacy fueled a hunger for learning and intellectual debate, creating a vibrant intellectual climate that fostered creativity and innovation. The printing press became a powerful tool for spreading new ideas, challenging established norms, and shaping public opinion. The Reformation, a religious movement that swept across Europe in the 16th century, had a profound impact on the English language and literature. The break from the Catholic Church led to the establishment of the Church of England, with the monarch as its head. This shift in religious authority had far-reaching consequences, including the translation of the Bible into English. William Tyndale's English translation of the New Testament, published in 1526, was a landmark achievement, making the scriptures accessible to ordinary people. The Book of Common Prayer, first published in 1549, played a crucial role in shaping the liturgical and literary landscape of Renaissance England. This book, containing the prayers, hymns, and rituals of the Church of England, was written in a clear, elegant English prose that had a profound influence on subsequent writers. Its widespread use helped to standardize the English language and provided a model of eloquent and dignified prose. The Italian Renaissance, which had begun a century earlier than its English counterpart, had a profound influence on English art, literature, and culture. English writers and scholars traveled to Italy, bringing back with them new ideas about humanism, classical learning, and artistic expression. The sonnet, a 14-line poetic form that originated in Italy, was introduced to England by Sir Thomas Wyatt and Henry Howard, Earl of Surrey. These early English sonnets, while drawing inspiration from their Italian counterparts, began to develop their own distinct characteristics. Wyatt's translations of Petrarch's sonnets introduced new rhyme schemes and metrical patterns into English poetry. Howard, in his own sonnets, experimented with different rhyme schemes and introduced the use of blank verse, unrhymed iambic pentameter, which would later become a hallmark of English dramatic poetry. Section 5. Elizabethan Prose and Poetry. The Elizabethan era, coinciding with the reign of Queen Elizabeth I, from 1558 to 1603, marked the pinnacle of the English Renaissance. This period witnessed an explosion of literary creativity, with writers exploring a wide range of genres and styles, from epic poetry and romantic comedies to philosophical treatises and historical chronicles. The Elizabethan court, known for its patronage of the arts, provided a fertile ground for writers and artists to flourish. Elizabethan prose, influenced by the humanists' emphasis on clear and elegant expression, reached new heights of sophistication and eloquence. Writers like Sir Francis Bacon in his essays explored a wide range of subjects, from love and friendship to death and ambition, in a style that was both insightful and entertaining. The King James Bible, published in 1611, stands as a monument to the beauty and power of Elizabethan prose. Section 6. Lyly, Nashe, Spenser and Sidney. The Elizabethan era produced a constellation of literary stars, each contributing their unique brilliance to the firmament of English literature. John Lyly, with his witty and sophisticated prose romances like Euphues, The Anatomy of Wit, introduced a highly stylized and artificial mode of writing that became known as Euphuism. Thomas Nashe, a prolific pamphleteer and playwright, wrote with a satirical wit and a keen eye for social observation. Edmund Spenser, one of the most important poets of the Elizabethan age, is best known for his epic poem, The Faerie Queene, an allegorical work that celebrates Queen Elizabeth I and the virtues of chivalry. Sir Philip Sidney, a courtier, soldier and writer, embodied the Renaissance ideal of the complete man. His pastoral romance Arcadia and his sonnet sequence Astrophil and Stella are considered masterpieces of Elizabethan literature. Section 7. The Rise of English Theatre. The English Renaissance witnessed a golden age of theatre, with playwrights like William Shakespeare, Christopher Marlowe and Thomas Dekker captivating audiences with their tragedies, comedies and histories. Theatre in this era was a popular form of entertainment enjoyed by people from all walks of life. The Globe Theatre, built in 1599 by Shakespeare's playing company, the Lord Chamberlain's Men, became a symbol of this theatrical flourishing. Shakespeare, widely regarded as the greatest writer in the English language, transformed the theatrical landscape with his plays. His tragedies, including Hamlet, Othello and King Lear, explored the depths of human experience with unparalleled psychological insight. His comedies, such as Much Ado About Nothing and Twelfth Night, delighted audiences with their wit, romance and farcical situations. Section 8. Shaping the Literary Canon. The canon of Renaissance literature, the body of works considered to be of the highest quality and cultural significance, was not fixed or static. It evolved over time, shaped by changing literary tastes, critical judgments and societal values. Works that were once highly regarded fell out of favor, while others, initially overlooked or dismissed, gained recognition and were incorporated into the canon. The process of canon formation is ongoing, with scholars and critics continually reassessing and reinterpreting the literature of the past. The rise of feminist and post-colonial criticism, for example, has led to a greater appreciation for the works of women writers and writers from marginalized communities, expanding and enriching our understanding of the Renaissance. Section 9. A lasting legacy. The English Renaissance, though it came to an end in the early 17th century, left an enduring legacy that continues to shape our world today. The literature of this era, with its timeless themes of love, loss, ambition, and the search for meaning, continues to resonate with readers centuries later. The language of Shakespeare, the sonnets of Sidney, and the prose of Bacon remain touchstones of literary excellence. The Renaissance spirit of inquiry, innovation, and artistic exploration continues to inspire us. This era reminds us of the transformative power of art, the importance of critical thinking, and the enduring human capacity for creativity and imagination. The English Renaissance, a period of remarkable cultural flowering, continues to illuminate our understanding of ourselves and the world around us.